Okay, hey guys, how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. How are you guys doing? I already see comments. That's cool. You're the greatest! Woohoo! Professor Shimada Yoichi is a great man. He is. You guys should follow him. Like, even if you don't understand Japanese, I'm sure that you can translate. And he meant like his profession is about American politics. So, and he often tweets about US politics, so you could get his wisdom through Twitter. And also he has a position. What's his position though? There's this organization about the abduction issue of North Korea abduction issue, and he plays a big role there as well. So definitely follow him. And what's up, guys? What's up? Free China now! Yes. Did you guys see the footage? I retweeted a bunch of them on my Twitter profile, but yeah, what's gonna happen to China? As I tweeted, like it was a quote. I quoted Jan Bremer's tweet because he had the video, and also he mentioned something about it, and I added my comment to that. And how it's good that Chinese people are rising, but and every time the empire collapses, it's the people that start the fire. So like every time I see movement like that, I'm like, this time, please, and there'll be lots of sacrifice, and that's the sad part that I don't want to see, but we need to face it. But anyway, so yeah, it's gonna like if you see the economy, they're having issues, and we've known that China will face economic problem, and that people, like if you look at the young people in China right now, they've been quietly protesting for a while now, just laying down or crawling, in a like a kind of like a protest style, but they shoot videos and like doing some like a quiet protest, and they post on social media, and it spreads as a movement. And this time it's about Urumqi, the Uyghur. But yeah, they are. I'm really. It's really amazing that they stand up against China, like the regime inside of China. If I was Chinese, I don't know if I could do that. Sorry, my nose is right. Excuse me a little. Ugh. Like Japanese people, by the way, just so you know, culturally, we keep like suck it up, while I believe Westerners just blow their nose in public. In public, we don't do that, and we just and that's rather disgusting, right? So I try not to do that. I just took a shower, and like my body temperature is changing, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm hot or cold. Anyway, yeah, go. When do Japanese people eat turkey in America, Canada? It's on Thanksgiving, and in the UK, it's on Christmas. We never eat turkey. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Yeah. When I go to like foreign restaurants in Japan, like ethnic restaurants, then I could get turkey, but I don't think we eat that. We don't even eat ram or mutton much at all too. It's getting more common, but we usually just eat what it's called in English, chicken and beef, fish, and that sort of thing. 花粉症、いや、違います。シャワー浴びた後なんで、温度がね、体の温度がちょっと めちゃくちゃなってます。Thank you for super chat. Early super chat. Yoko, have you happened to read any Western history books on Japan? Huh. They tend to advocate for mass immigration into Japan. Oh, you mean like right now, like books from now? No. I'm I'm not a good reader. I don't read much at all. I should. I know that I should. And I need to for what I do, but it's my husband's job. And I just, you know, ask him what's written in this book. Like, what did you learn? And he feeds me. But anyway, yeah, no. They want why would they want to send foreign people to Japan? Like, what's the benefit for them? So that they can do business, or I wonder what their strategy is. But Japanese people, though, like Japanese people will be forever be Japanesey. And our our islands are surrounded by the ocean, and so our cultural mentality never changes. It's the inside of Japan and outside, and it's so clear. And I know that people like Donald Trump would like that. It's natural for us. Instead of walls, we have the ocean, but Americans don't, and that sucks for you. Okay. Let's see. I lived in Japan for 2 years. KFC has the best packaging and marketing during Christmas season, right? Yeah, it's I don't know. Like growing up, I don't think like he's doing. My husband is greeting to our ancestors and Kami without me today. Like we forgot to do that this morning. We always do that at the beginning of our day, but anyway, KFC, yes. Growing up, my parents didn't buy me KFC, because my mother cooks, and it's only, I don't know, like a decade ago or 2 decades ago, I think I started to see KFC like blowing up in Japan around Christmas. That's cool, but yeah, I always see like when I go to the city and see KFC, I see a long line. People are so passionate, and on social media, I see that too. So yeah, I need to get familiar with like how other people are spending Christmas days, though, because usually, like when it comes to traditions like that, like what you do, like it's not a traditional tradition, but when it comes to what you do in these modern days, our culture changes a lot, so I have to learn. Like even though it's my own country, I need to learn. Yes, you made it. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Yoko. And it was also my birthday on that day. Wow, happy birthday. Yeah, I had key lime pie as my birthday cake. Key lime pie. I need to Google key lime pie. キーライムの果汁、卵黄、コンデンスミルク。That looks good. That looks good. Cool. My birthday is in August, so it's always summer, and I love cakes, but I don't really like them either. Like I don't know. I'm in a weird place, and I always want like fruits cake, just fruits on the top of cake. But yeah, man, you guys sent me lots of Thanksgiving pictures on my Twitter. I mean, to me on Twitter, and like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's so beautiful and it looks just so good that I wish that I could just, travel through the screen. I really wanted. Oh, while you were eating. Hi. Hello. Ohio. Ohio. China is rising against communism. Yeah. The frustration is always there. But, after Xi Jinping took power, it's like the surveillance system has been getting stronger and stronger, like more strict and more strict. And as you know, China steals all the industrial information. So like what you call like a intellectual property. So they steal all this technology and skills, and apply that to their products. And by that, their surveillance system, like ironically, have developed, and they're using that. And I think part of it is kind of like testing too, but all this AI technology and so forth is used against Uyghurs, those who are captured in the concentration camps. And yeah, they're using, like, the China is really really advanced by that. And Chinese people, to their own citizens too, they have China has cyber troops, under CCP, like it's in the military. What I mean, like inside of the Chinese military, there are cyber troops, of course, and they're always monitoring the people. And so of course they don't have freedoms of speech. They don't even get to information. What I hear often here in Japan is that if you type like a Tiananmen Square massacre in China, if you type that out in China, like you get no results. And even I think the Hu Jintao, the last time, I mean, recently their Congress was held to decide the policies of China, but Hu Jintao, the former leader, was escorted out of the room. And even that information, I think, was prohibited in China, like right after, is what I read. But anyway, oh, super chat, thank you. Japan must rearm Institute mandatory military service and be ready to keep fighting. Yes, exactly. We needed to. And the key person to do that, our big guy was Shinzo Abe, but he was assassinated. And so we are living under the consequences of that right now. And by the end of this year, we will be complete with 3 self-defense documents. And it decides our strategy and also like a midterm, like strategy, like decide what to buy and so on too. And yeah, we are now deciding what to do for the next how many years, I don't know, 5, or I don't remember. But so we are 今だから読んでる My husband is like the yellow one, the yellow one. The super chat. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm modding on another channel. No, it's okay. Thank you always for your support. I'm traveling one last time this year, and I really need money. As I wrote this on my Facebook, but I'm paying back my school what's called student loan, and I went to a private university, so that's a lot of money. And it's good that I got to graduate and I have the degree, but I'm still paying back, and that's a lot of money each month. And then I have this incurable disease, and called ulcerative colitis, same as Shinzo Abe. And when I say that, though, a bunch of you like turn into doctors and try to give me advice, but no, for me it's just stress and lack of exercise. Like, I'm a healthy person, just frustrated all the time. Reading politics doesn't help, I know, but But anyway, so my expenses are a lot, and on the top of that, my husband and I, we travel to Tokyo all the time to talk to our National Diet members and also meet our friends from overseas. And yeah, we do all these activities, and it's all by our own money, and we of course have to pay for this rent here, which we are using as an office. And so lots of expense. So it would be really helpful if you could help us financially too. I really want to give all these things back to you too. What I do comes back to you in a good way, because Japan and America, we have to be like, we have to stay united in a time like this, especially. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello, Yoko. Hello. Hello. I hope those protesters stay safe. Me too. Me too. Oh, Kenshiro? Kenshiro? おおおお、ケンシロウがいた。お前はもう死んでいる。I used to watch that anime when I was little. It's so grotesque though when you think about it now. But yeah. しました。So okay, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, I want to be strong like Kenshiro. Okay, let's go back. This is Q&A, so ask me anything. Okay. I just made a new Chinese friend, and she said she's very unhappy with China. They work way too much for so little money. Yeah, what happens to communism? The problem is what I see is that when dictatorship like China right now, it works when the country is having a hard time. When COVID came, because it was pretty much dictatorship by Xi, it worked out because he just gave an order and everybody had to obey, and so things were so quick, and it just, yeah, quick, and the strategy could be changed, but it would be applied instantly. And so it works better when with dictatorship in difficult situations like that. When we face a pandemic and so on, like it's like bam, like you can solve problems instantly. Like the methods that she used was not good, locking up everybody and so forth. I don't agree with that, but just saying the system. And on the other hand, my country, for example, our prime minister, like the current one, our leader back then was doing a good job, but still, even then, it was so slow. Everybody has to agree. Everybody has to agree to what we are discussing, and like it's hard to just get everybody on the table too. At the table too, and then discuss, and then there are conflicts, and then there are lots of different kinds of people, medical people and politicians. They want different things. So there are conflicts, and well, somehow we need to figure out what to do, and so it's long and it takes time, and in the meantime people keep suffering. And so democracy doesn't function well in situations like that, when we face problems. But and also communism and socialism, I think they spread when economy declines, because everybody wants to be helped by others, because we can't afford things by our own, and like we are just basically suffering, and we want anything that can help us, right, when we are facing economic problems. So right now it's like the worst. But as for China right now, as I said before, they are facing economic problems, and the gap is already always there. And so people are frustrated, and they're frustrated against all this restrictions by CCP too, like on a daily basis, like a political ones, like freedom of speech and so on. And so yeah, anyway, I'm rambling, sorry. uh yes, Yoko is on the air. Hi, Yoko. Hi, thank you for coming. What should I talk about? Hi, Yoko. Sorry, I always ask about Japanese politics, but do you have an opinion of former Prime Minister Junichiro Koizumi? Yeah. He did some good things when he was in power, such as um, getting back our people from North Korea, like those 5 people that were abducted by North Korea. They returned during his term, and it's not his power only, like, but he did have this unique personality. It's not like Trump, but it's like he's he was a weird guy. But people thought that he was charismatic and so on, so just listen, like a kind of like a populist, I guess. And so people listened, and yeah. But at the same time, there's I don't know, he caused lots of dramas inside of his party, kicked out those who didn't agree with him. And so that is like, it's hard to summarize that, though. I can't say if it's good or bad. But right now, though, at least Junjiro Koizumi, he is against nuclear power plants, and he uses his former prime minister title to be influential in our society. But right now, our country desperately need the electronic power, nuclear power plants working. We need that. But he's against it, and the media is against it because they are leftist. So then we can't afford, our electricity. And not only that, it's tied to our economy so much that it's basically our power. So yeah, it's affecting our country in a bad way, I would say. Yes, I hope that answers. Thank you for your question. 緑があるね。これか。 Hey Yoko, I'm sorry to hear about your illness. Thank you. I like hearing your thoughts on various issues. Have a super chat and God bless. Thank you so much. Yes, my condition is usually good though because of the medicines. Yes, but I still have to, like, I have to make sure that I pay and get the medicine. And also, I don't know how to say that in English, but something is in my butt. Sorry, it's disgusting. But yeah, the treatment, yeah, I need to get that. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, where was I? You're drawing anime right now? What? Cool. Elon Musk declared Twitter should focus more on Japan than its American market. I know, we tweet so much. There's so many levels to it. Culturally, like traditionally, Japanese people love to write, not only haiku and so on, but we journal a lot. So, like during the World War II, or our people back then wrote so much on their notebooks and so on, and it's so detailed, and it's such a great historical documents, and they become the evidence of all this historical disputes and everything. And also it's important, like it's such an important material to understand what was happening back in those days. And everybody just wrote so much that we we can grasp the big picture, so that helps. And also I think the Japanese people just we, we have a weird culture, with like a puns. We really, like, culturally we enjoy making puns all the time. And also internet meme is strong, and I don't know, it's and also the big part of it is that in society Japanese people we pretend to be nice to each other. So we are frustrated all the time, right? So we go on Twitter and complain. um I think there are like really frustrated tweets, more frustrated tweets than just happy tweets. So I don't know if that's useful for market, but yeah, definitely we use that a lot. Yeah. And I think that it helps that Twitter is foreign. Like Japanese had our own platform before too. Like there's this one called Mixi before, but it did last for a while. But then Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, they came along, and it was not popular anymore. But I think that when we have foreign application or service, then we feel like it's kind of fashionable and also advanced or some sort. So we want to jump on it. And even though we are supposed to develop our service and so on and technology, we like to use foreign things. So like a lot of Japanese people own Apple products. Not everybody, but a lot of people use an iPhone. And it's shocking in that if you ask Americans, they don't use, like, the percentage is different, I believe. So yeah, we like foreign things. I don't know though, but it's really interesting. I don't know, like I wish that I could contribute to Twitter becoming for the better. Yeah, I'm amazed the video footage made it out. Oh yeah, the Chinese one. Yes, yes. Because I think that they were, the police, Chinese police people were there, but they didn't do anything at first. Like I think that some were drugged out, but it was not intense like the end of Hong Kong. Like in Hong Kong, if you remember, the people were in a war against the police, right? But in Chinese, when they just had protests, it didn't happen. It was pretty calm, and the police were watching. And I think that they were just waiting for the order from above. Like that's what I think. I don't know though, but that's the impression that I got. 太宰府市青葉台から見ています。ありがとうございます。いつもありがとうございます。Nice chair. Thank you. This is not it's a gaming chair. But I don't game here anymore. Never seen a Japanese eat turkey yet, right? I'm hoping Japan sues the journalist company Vice for defamation over the manga industry. Huh. There was I'm not even familiar with the thing. Hmm. Vice. Vice. No, what I got on was Vox. It gets confusing sometimes. Okay. Christmas kissy bucket. Yes. Japanese people do not want mass immigration. Yes, we don't. And Brief History of Japan by Jonathan Clements is one example I'm thinking of. Oh, sorry. I hit you. 51 years old. He's 51. Looks older than the age. Sorry. Like, it's a Japanese thing, when you look at somebody, you have to check the age to get the picture of like the background and so on. Yeah, we always ask the age. Interesting. British guy. It's to destroy Japan from within. Yeah. And right now, it actually became the news that our population, like newborn babies, the number of newborn babies is, I think, the worst. I should know this. Let me check. Let's see. I don't know how to. How do I? Maybe population. What did I see? I can't Google right away. I suck. But anyway, yes. There are like we have the population problem. So in order to do that though, in order to solve the our population problem, the solution is to fix our economy because people are giving like couples married couples are giving up their second or third child because they can't afford it, and that's their reason, like they say out loud, but our government doesn't realize that, and or they want a quick solution or whatever. And yeah, and then some want to depend on immigration, and that's the dumbest thing ever. Mm, but but Japanese people in general, though, like we can't tolerate cultural differences of foreigners living here. We like foreign people if they, follow our rules and cultural values. But when they, act, when they behave like in a self-centered way, with their cultural background, then we get mad because we're so much of like so much like collectivism. So like we all have to agree. We're so harsh, really. Like if you stand out, yeah, what's that word? I mean, the expression, the nail. I forget, but yes, you get what I mean. Some reason there has been mass migration to the United States and Europe. Yeah, what I don't get is is it Mexicans? Like people are coming to the southern border. That's what I don't get. Like what's happening? Like I want to know the background. Like I see people walking into America. I see that, but like why? And that's something that we need to talk about, right? Rather than the results, we need to focus on the cause or the roots of the problem. Yeah, easy for communism to take over. Yeah, and also Democrats for easy for Democrats to get votes, right? Yeah. I have a half Japanese, half Filipino friend living in Japan since 2018. He refuses to learn Japanese because it's hard and only hangs out with Filipinos. Oh no, he calls Japanese xenophobe. That's terrible, man. I can understand. Japanese is definitely difficult. Even I, as a native speaker, struggle with my own language. But man, if you can't do that, then you gotta go to Philippines or I don't know, go to America or something. Yeah. Key lime pie is tasty, but I wonder if you can find it in Japan. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. So different. You know, like how you celebrate birthdays in America is so like the cakes that you get. Like, we don't have that sort of cake here. It's so colored and it's like the square or rectangle. Like all we get here is just cut version. Like is it called like shortcake? We call it, and also just a whole one, and not this. And then I've seen YouTubers, ordering like a character based cakes too. It's like the cake culture in America is so interesting. Like our decorations are very cultural, like it's artsy and it's beautiful too, but like the kind is different. And I love that though. I really love all these differences. Hey, you could just put one finger on your nose and then, bro. Yeah. I wish I could do that. They have no privacy in China. Yes, the Chinese workers were protesting against. Foxconn, a Taiwanese company, because of lower wages than promised. Nothing to do with the government. Eh? No, it was about COVID, and also and they talked about Uyghurs too. So like it was kind of mixed. It's kind of looking like companies Google and Apple are turning against Elon Musk's version of Twitter and ban it from Google App Store. What? As a result, Elon may make a new smartphone brand. Oh, that's the flaw. Like I saw the news that Elon is considering, to make a new smartphone brand. I didn't know the background. Now I get it. Uh, it's so like exciting though to see what Elon Musk is doing, because it's like witnessing a history, right? Because he's changing the platform, and it's, even though it's very digital and it's online, it's our infrastructure in the world now, because Twitter is that big. And yeah, it takes a lot to change. Ah, it's so exciting. Yeah, man, I wish I could be part of that. Okay. I really do think Japan needs to have its own military again. They can't trust Joe Biden to protect and defend them. He slips his mouth sometimes, though, to say that the US will defend Taiwan. So, bless you. um, yeah. Uh, every time though, like America sometimes claims that, for example, Senkaku Islands are under our, what you call, like, alliance. It's under, like, we have a treaty between Japan and America, and according to that, Senkaku Islands, where China wants to take, it's applied to that islands too, and it's common sense, and it's just how it is. But when Japanese people hear that, we are like, yes, America will protect. That is bad, I know. But the problem, though, is if you look at Russia and Ukraine, America is supposed to, I guess, defend, but it's lower level than we thought. So some of us are wondering what's going to happen in Asia. Oh, it was mandatory. Okay. It's gotten some people talking there, maybe a split into having two different economies in the US. We're gonna start looking like the Koreas being divided and all. Oh, you mean North and South Korea? What? That in just I've been meaning to ask you guys. Like I recently talked to my American friend who's very smart, and he's got good social status too. But he's a really like a true patriot of America, and like he's really like hardcore American and conservative, or rather, he may be right wing. But he was saying how America is at war right now, like domestically, and the war is against Washington and Washington D.C. And so he was saying that, like, I asked him, what's the ideal situation? Is it that Donald Trump takes power, or what is it? And he said that we don't need we don't need government, is what I heard. So I was like, wow. So, but that's so like the ultimate state of American conservatism, I guess, that you don't need a government, that you can do everything by your own, and you have the community, so you can just help each others out. And what do you guys think about that? Like, do you want a government, or like how does that work? Like, Or do you think that that's kind of extreme or rare? Like I can't, I can only talk to Americans online basically. Like I do sometimes meet some Americans, but it's like a limited, amount of the limited number of people that I get to see. So I'm wondering, you know, Yoko, what are your thoughts on Kanye West? Is he popular in Japan? Every time I see his name, I'm like, next time you see his name, it'll be eh. It was first Kanye, and now it's yeah, and the next he'll be eh. Like that's what I think. I'm stupid. I know it's so silly, but I just like to think about stuff like that. See, that's the Japanese side of me. I think about all these silly, ridiculous, meaningless things. But anyway, um, he is very. I think those who are interested in American music should should know. I know him as, is he the husband of Beyonce? Wait, what? No, that's Jay Z. I'm confused. Yeah, yeah, is the patriotic one, right? And I thought that he was doing well with Donald Trump, but he's not anymore. I retweeted this uh Truth Social post of Donald Trump saying that Kanye came to Mar-a-Lago and there were two guys, and then Trump talked about, like, that he shouldn't run to become a politician because the mainstream media is fake news, and I don't know what's going on between them. Like, even with DeSantis, Trump is having issues, and now with yeah, so like I before, like, thinking, before judging anything, I need to know what's happening. I think he's yeah, Kanye West. I think his name is known, but not as famous. I guess I don't know, man. I don't even know. Like in everyday life, I don't get to hear his name, but people should know. Yeah, my grandma has colitis. I think she says she got it one of the times she was pregnant. Huh. Oh yeah, it's probably due to the immune system. Yes, it's a problem of like automatic or no autonomic system. Man, my English sucks today because I haven't been watching American videos, I think, for the past 2 days or so. Like I have to listen to English every day, or else I forget. Yoko, what are your thoughts on Emperor Hirohito? He is considered controversial by American experts due to not being sentenced due to World War II. Emperor is our Tenno is only a symbol for us, and it's the people. It's our politicians that decide the strategy and so forth. So nothing to do with him, and it's good. I believe that America wanted to, kill him, but they realized what it means to us, and they were afraid of our revenge. So that's why he was kept alive. Is what I hear often. Yeah. Yeah, if you touch our emperor, that's war. That's really war. And like even all these comments like that is it's already like, I don't know, it gets on our nerves. Like we can't take it. Like nobody talks like that to our Tenno. And yeah. And also we don't use the first name of our Tenno, our emperor. We it's Tenno or emperor, or like we put um like we call differently. So just like His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, right? It's His Holiness and so on. Like we respect, so we don't use first names. So when I at first I was like, oh, which one? When I saw the name, I was like, oh, yeah, Showa one. Do you and your husband have an opinion on the Indian leader Chandra Bose? He supported Japan in World War II. Hey, husband-san!
なんか言った。
チャンドラ・ボースについてどう思いますか？
Oh,
Oh,
our friend.
our friend. At the end.
インドには3人の英雄がいてね。
There are heroes, 3 heroes in India.
マハトマ・ガンジ、
Mahatma Gandhi,
ネタージ・ボース、
Netaji Bose,
ボース。
Bose. あ、それ知らんわ。
だからボースのチャンドラ・ボースのことね。
あー
ボース。
で、
なんとかなかせたネイル。
something nail.
まあ、マハトマ・ガンジは有名だよね。
ガンジ、is it ガンジの発音ってなんだ？ガンジ。知ってる？忘れた。ガンディ。Yeah, Gandhi is famous, yes.
多分世界中で有名だし。
Yeah, worldwide.
聖者、ね、聖なる人として。
なんか
悪く言う人いない。
Nobody talks bad about
日本
him.
でもガンジーが圧倒的に有名。
Gandhi is the most famous, probably,
だけど
in Japan too.
インドで一番尊敬され
But
てるのはチャンドラ・ボース。
in India, it's probably Chandra Bose.
な
Yeah,
ぜならね、
because
ガンジーはマハトマ・ガンジー、つまり聖なるガンジーなんだけど、
Mahatma Gandhi means like a saint Gandhi.
ネタージ・ボースはね、ネタージは指導者。
Netaji Gandhi.
ネタージ・ボース。
Netaji
ボース。
Boses.
ネタージって指導者って意味。
Netaji means mentor or 指導者。
リーダー。
Leader. Yes.
インド人に聞きゃわかる。
So if you
チャン
ask,
ドラ・ボースが一番尊敬されてる。
yeah, Chandra Bose is most respected
in India.
in India. But in Japan, は
ジャパン知られてない。
in Japan, he's not known.
だけど、
But
なぜかというと彼は我々の仲間なんだ。
but they are our friend.
だから彼は、チャンドラ・ボース知ってるとき、あなた何人か知んないけど、すごいね、歴史詳しいね。
My husband says that you're amazing for knowing Chandra Bose because people don't know him.
日本人も知らない。
And even Japanese people don't know him much.
誰も知らない。
Yeah.
だから彼は要するにインド国民軍という軍隊を作って日本と一緒に戦ったんですよ。
So he made an army and fought with us. Yes. I really like it when
知らないのに、ね、感じ、よく知らない。
ん
チャンドラ・ボース知らないよ。
チャンドラ・ボースの名前はわかるけど、詳しくは知らない。My husband is like he is there are buttons, on my husband, and if you press one, he's like, oh yes, this is not, and I'm blah blah blah. And he turns into that machine. He's so passionate. Anyway, how popular is soccer in Japan? What? Huh?
チェロ・デリー。
Chero Deni? What is that?
デリ
Delhi?
ー。
Delhi.
チェロ・デリー。
Chero.
チェロ・デリー。
What is chero?
進撃せよって感じ。
There's a slogan chelo. Okay. Okay. Sorry. How popular is soccer in Japan in comparison to baseball? I've read that baseball is a premier sport, and that soccer has been growing exponentially since the J League founding. Yeah, baseball has been our sport, I think, for a long time. Yeah, didn't we have a team with Taiwan? Or there was a movie. なんか台湾とのなんか野球の試合のなんかなかったっけ？カリン。カリン。
なんとか高校は
So, like, yeah, even back in the day, Japanese people were playing baseball. Yeah, soccer, I think, is recent. Yes.
日本人は基本的に野球だから。
We are more of baseball people.
翔平大谷知ってるだろ。
My husband says, you know Shotani, Sho Otani, right?
翔平大谷。
Shohei, yeah. But people call him Shohei Otani. Yes, yes. And Ichiro, and yes. But soccer, there are good soccer players now. It's getting better and better. Yeah, we just defeated Germany. It's amazing. But yeah, if our players get to practice overseas, then of course, like they are gonna get better. But as like industry wise, our baseball is just huge. Yep, yep. And rugby or football is still like growing. We held the worldwide World Cup in rugby, and that was exciting. That was my first time to watch rugby. Hi, Yoko. Greetings to all from the country of the living sky. What do you think about the sanctions on Russia from the Japan? Wait. Sorry, I didn't get the question. Okay, that's your tablet is acting weird. Okay, am I reading too slow? This is like from 20 minutes. Wait, what? How long have I been speaking? Oh, I've been speaking for 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm so slow. Hi, Yoko. Hello. Good evening. I just found your channel in the feed and checked your videos. Cool. I immediately realized we are like-minded. I immediately subbed and will be watching. You will surely see me in the chat. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Like, we were just, with the people in the comment section, we were saying last week that my channel must be shadow banned. So it's really nice that people still get to find me. Thank you for finding me. Hayoko. Hi. Let's see. The terrible way the government botched the Fukushima disaster only made things worse for Japan since nuclear is so reliable that no one really died by the accident itself. Yes, I completely agree. It was I was actually shocked that recently I got to talk to housewives, older women locally. I got to talk to them, and they know that I'm a YouTuber, so they asked me basic questions about politics, and we somehow started to talk about electricity and the nuclear power, and when I told them about that disaster in Fukushima and how it was the tsunami that actually created the problem, not the earthquake itself, there was this power plant nearby. I don't know, but there's another that was directly hit by the earthquake, and like the power plant got the earthquake more than the one that had issues, and they didn't break at all because that's our technology. It's so firm and safe. But the one with the disaster, the tsunami water came in, and that caused the problems and not the earthquake. So when I explained that to the people here, like the older females here, they were really really surprised to learn that. So it's really a lot of the you know is the responsibility of our mainstream media that they're so biased, and they just want to create this dramatic scenario that nuclear power plants is like they treat it like an evil power plant, right? And but if man so yeah, basically they lie. That's how I feel. And as you say, it's very reliable, and it's also nice to the environment too. So yeah, we should be using that. Yoko, do you think there's a party in Japan that is better than LDP? all party all parties have problems, so it's rather that, for example, what is it called? Always forget. For example, wait, Democratic Party for the People. There's a party called Democratic Party for the People, and they're good with economy. Their economy policies are good, and when it comes to national security, let's see, Ishin is good. Party of Restoration or Japan Innovation Party. I don't know which is the correct translation, but so like it depends on what you ask, what you talk about, what you focus on, what you focus on. But LDP is just strong, and the conservative people today support LDP because Shinzo Abe was from that party and he was the face of the party for a long time. He served the longest term in our modern history. And because of that, we have a wrong image of LDP. LDP is not very conservative, but because of Shinzo Abe, we feel like the party is pretty conservative. So it's complicating the problem. Ooh, I need to go soon. At one point, Nico Nico Doga was bigger than YouTube in Japan, but it seems that no longer in the case. Yeah, because that platform is a video platform for those who don't know, but and it's unique. Nico Doga in Japan, the Japanese platform is just like this, just like YouTube. You can watch the videos or live streams, and then the comments hover over the screen. So like it's like, and it's so fun, and it's yeah, it's a fun, really fun, interactive platform, but it's I think it echoed to nerds basically, and somehow maybe it's because it's kind of hidden. You have to sign up to see the videos. I don't know about now, but back then when I was using, you had to log in to watch, and also like it's the culture of the platform is pretty nerdy, and people don't generally speaking, people really don't like nerdy vibe. So, and YouTube on the other hand is very fashionable, right? Coming from another country. Like it's so fresh and advanced and easy to use, and of course people went to that. So, but that's a good point about Nico Nico Doga. Yeah. I remember back before Twitter and YouTube became popular in Japan, Nico Video and Ameba were popular back then. Yes, Abema. No, isn't it? There's a blog service, Ameba. Oh man, lots of comments. I realized that there are lots of comments. I'm scrolling. I'm sorry. I try to answer everything, and this is what happens. Thank you for super chat. Don't worry, Yoko. The st sound is actually a very common problem for everyone learning English, even other Westerners. In fact, most of the time you've been doing it right. Thank you. That's really nice to hear. Yeah, station students. I think it's because I try to say like su, like in Japanese, like if you say students, that's like student, right? Like because we have vowel to every sound that we make. So student is how we would say student. So then I'm so trying hard to make the S sound like right. But I can just say students. But anyway, thank you. That cheers me up, and thank you so much for Super Chat. Super Chat really helps my life. Thank you so much. My English could never suck. Thank you. I've been watching lots of like English teaching channels on YouTube because it's fun, you know. Like sometimes I learn new things, other times it's just for entertainment for me, but yeah, it's interesting, you know. There's this channel I want to recommend just because they are funny. Like if you are learning Japanese, maybe it's funny because there's this like she's younger than me, but like adult woman named Kay, and she was born and raised in Colorado until she was 11 years old, and then she came to Japan, and so she is bilingual, and she she shares all these funny stories, you know, growing up in America and so on. And so if you understand um understand Japanese, then that might be fun, a fun channel to watch, like culturally. I want to be friends with them. That'll be cool. But okay, it's Keianzu Katsu, I believe. Yeah, this channel. You gotta you gotta check that. I like this couple. They're so cute. Like I really love the like such a happy girl. You know, the woman is so happy, down to earth, and it's so cool. Yeah. The world is in great danger because of the globalists are destroying the US. Now the balance of power has totally changed. No nation has the power and resolve to resist China and Russia. Yes, I agree. What's the what's the easy way out of this though? Strong economy. But in order to achieve strong economy, what do we need to do? But we need to start with winning elections. The problem of Donald Trump, we think, I mean, my husband and I, what we think is that he needs to win, you know? He can, his, I, his ideas, Donald Trump's ideas and policies that he comes up with, it's all good. But if he doesn't win, if he doesn't get to become a politician, then that all goes in vain, and we don't want that. So we have to think of how to win, you know. Hmm. And also, I don't know how American people's mentality works. You know, in Japan, if Trump prepared all the foundation, then we have this royalty. Is it royalty or loyalty? I get confused. ROL, I don't know. But yeah, well, like we serve the guy, you know, till the end because that's how it should be, right? We need to respect. But then at the same time, there are like hopeful people like DeSantis and so on, and you gotta be realistic too. And I think that there are conflicts, and I don't know how American people's mind work. So now is the time, you know, in times like this, you have all these enemies like China and Russia outside, and at the same time, Biden is not doing a good job domestically. And so you need to fight against the administration to make it better. But the you guys are getting divided, and I know how frustrating that is because I've been there here in Japan. Like similar problems happen here as well. Like we on our side, we are divided, and so we can't really fight. You know, like infighting is so strong that it's really difficult to win against our real enemy. So, oh man. Anyway, it's been an hour. I should go, I guess. Mm. But I feel like I skipped a bunch of comments though, so I need to. I feel like I should read more. Mhm. I personally find rugby more exciting than American football. Oh, like I can't even see the difference. Like I don't know. No wonder it was selected as an Olympic sport despite being barely known in the US. Oh yes, yes. So true. And Americans are all about the the advertisement, in halftime too. It's so, yeah, it's such a cultural things. Every time a Japanese baseball player dominates in the US, like to- Tanaka, Matsui, Ichiro, and Shohei, baseball becomes more popular in Japan. That's true. Hmm. Mm. Yoko-san is husband-san, a fan of then of Empire of Japan. Tell him that I say Japanese were liberators of Asia races in Southeast Asia and East Asia during World War II. Oh, thank you. That's what we believe in. I mean, of course, we are patriots, so yeah. Thank you for saying that. Sabhas Chandra Bose is his full name. Oh yeah, man, you guys know very well. My husband made a noise. I'm all like, what? Hi, Yoko. Hello. Repping in Fukuoka. What do you mean? Those American experts are mostly leftists that wanted to remove the emperor to impose a socialist regime or at least a bureaucracy like most of Europe. Oh yeah. I mean, what's important is that like it's not, I don't want to say like narrative, but like the story that I want to show to American people and even the people here is that what we fought against back in the day and the war that American people were dragged into for the World War II was Democrats. Just like if you see what's happening right now, like it's so easy to see what was happening back in the day too. That conservative people are fighting against all this interfering overseas and first fix the country first and then do something about it, about all the problems outside, right? And Democrats, they want to do everything in the world, and it can mess things up. And yeah, and the policies are not always good from the the Democratic Party, and it's so like, yeah, America first versus Democrats. It's been going on for such a long time, and it doesn't end for some reason. Hmm. Roosevelt, the bad one to us, Franklin Roosevelt. He was like, I will not send your sons to the war. And he did. And that's so Democrats, I think. And yeah, we need to wake up. Mm. Kanye West used to be married to Kim Kardashian. Ah, right. I've never watched Kim Kardashian. I'm a little interested, but I don't know. Her butt is just so huge, though. Okay. MAGA is split into two groups. One side believes in a limited government, okay, and the other believes in the government should be in total control to better society. Limited government and the government should be total. Trump is more aligned with the second group. Oh, really? Hmm. Interesting. I mean, Trump comes from New York, so like it's understandable. That's interesting. It's interesting. People need to understand that policymakers in the US are the ones calling the shots behind the scenes, regardless of who gets elected. That's a good point. What you call like a swamp. Um, all countries can't survive without government, but in general, we hate being told what to do on a large scale, especially if it affects us financially. Mm. What is happening in the US is a cultural divide, city culture versus rural and small town culture. Ah, that's a good point. And it's really reflected on your election results, right? Like if you it's actually something that you guys told me before, like, when we were watching the result together in election. But yeah, is it like votes are so honest, when it works good. Like when there are no frauds, it doesn't lie. There's a very anti-government movement in the right in the USA. I think we do need a government, however, but then my views are close to the Japanese right and Confucian teachings. 私の日本語は上手じゃないですが、毎日勉強してると。ああ、素晴らしい。That's good. That's good. That's really nice. I wish I could learn another language. I like when you think about politics, I definitely need to learn Chinese language, like the Beijing version, the what you call like a Putonghua or whatever. The is it the Mandarin? The basic one that Xi Jinping loves. The language. I need to learn the language, but that's like unrealistic. Like the reason why I got to learn American English is because I love America. It's obvious, right? Because I love America and I wanted to sound like native speakers of American English. I tried so hard, since I was a kid. So I still, like, I see my own problems, in English, but like I was able to reach to this point at least. And but when I think about learning Chinese, for example, could I do that? I don't think so. Like I'll be, I'll be frustrated in many ways, I think. Like I want to help people, so I want to learn. But I think that what I would enjoy learning would be probably like Spanish. Yeah, Spanish is so, like, so cute to my ears. Spanish is so cute. Like their tongue, like wow. And it's so close to English, I think so. That's realistic. We are at war with the federal government and big banks. Yeah. Oh God. Did I read a lot of comments now? Oh wait, I want to see the bolder ones too. Let's see. Yeah, I read around here. Sorry, I'm like scoring back and forth. Social media networks such as Twitter and Facebook are bad for nation's sovereignty. You think? I just see the point though, but and it was kind of like we were in Japan, we were threatened too because young kids especially, like not only good things but bad things spread, So there was like a bunch of young kids started to do stupid things, and we and our, I don't know, our people were saying like, oh, we should stop that, but we didn't know how, and so it was out of hand. But hmm yeah, years ago Angela Merkel decided to have mass immigration to solve European demographics. Yes. More Mexicans go back to Mexico than come to America over recent years. Really? Now they are missing from further south. Huh. People go to the US because they pay for more for their labor than their home countries, and the US are much safer than most of Central and South America. Hmm. People crossing the southern border in the US are coming from severe poverty and or gang violence. Yeah, gang violence is something like, yeah. I wonder how to solve that. So it's a mix. It's farther south. Okay. Okay. Now I see. People cross illegally because one, it's faster than the legal process. Two, their lives are terrible in South America. Three, highly profitable business for smugglers and human rights. My husband is the time. Oh, yeah. I wish that they would just come legally, though, right? I mean, it's of course easier, but yeah. Oh, you might study here. You should do that. Maybe Waseda. Waseda is a KO is a good university. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. I want to read everything, but my husband is like, time is up. I need to go pet him. Guess what? He had an ice cream before this live stream. Bad dog. My husband just barked. He barked from the living room. Oh man. Oh yeah. Now I'm getting encouraged to learn Spanish. Oh yeah, close to Italian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I went to a foreign language study university. I don't even know how to say that. Yeah, it was meant. My university was meant for foreign language studies, and my friends, like some of my friends, were majored in Spanish, and they were talking to Italians. So that was interesting. But I need to go. Okay. I really enjoyed our chat today. Also, as usual, thank you so much. I need to like living here with my husband. It's so weird. Like he makes weird noise out of nowhere, and I'm like, like he catches me off guard always. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me till the end. It's so late there for majority of you, I know. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is weekly live stream, and I do this every week. And
We can.
we can't. Oh, we cannot do this next week. Next week, I have to take a day off. Yes. So not next week, but after that, we'll be back. Okay. 早い時間. If it's early, we could. But I don't know. I don't think we would have the right internet. I don't think we would have strong Wi-Fi. So yeah. So, but in the meantime, I will be tweeting and so on. So, oh yeah, you might. I will post pictures in the meantime, and you will like that because it's so American. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean soon. Okay, in next week. So yeah, yeah. I'm always working to be the bridge between Japan and America. And if you're from other regions too, I really want to get connected with you and fight together in this crazy time. We need to stick together. Yes. And you've got a friend here in Japan, me and my husband. So okay, I gotta go. Thank you. I'm gonna go. Thank you for all the questions. Ask me next time, please. Thank you. And okay, good night, guys. Thank you. Peace out. Okay. Have a good night or day. Thank you again. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.